Morning everyone, Genevieve here on Saturday morning the 10th, just after our full moon in Pisces. And I apologize that I'm doing my video a little late. I tried to do it the day or two before the full moon or the new moon, but I've had a lot going on this week, and I have been doing a lot to prepare, not only for this video, but for some exciting happenings that are going on with essentially Genevieve and also the town of Milford. For those of you that are local, you might already know, but there is a new shop that's going to be opening up downtown Milford, and it's called Stone and Sage. And a friend of ours is the owner of it. She's opening it up to bring in some different type of spirituality to Milford, which is desperately needed. So the shop is going to be really awesome. It's going to be opening on the 17th during a downtown festival. And yours truly is going to be a vendor out of there, as well as teaching astrology classes. So I just want to kind of give myself a little pat on the back for that, because I'm super stoked about it. But so because of that, I've kind of been working almost around the clock trying to prepare, upping my oil blank game, getting supplies together, getting, my thoughts together on how I'm going to present my classes, which start in October. So it's super exciting. But enough about me for a bit. We're here to talk about the Virgo, or the Pisces full moon, which occurred this morning just before 6 a.m. So we've talked about this energy, this water energy of Pisces, culminating in the earth sign of Virgo. It basically, this is a really great full moon. It's a change. You're manifesting change. And this is also, the end of the summer season into the Virgo, which is the fall, the harvest season. This moon is actually considered the harvest moon for good reason. And so things are coming to fruition. Things are happening. You're just finally, getting the rewards of all your hard work from all summer, all year long, basically. It is the time to celebrate. It is the time to just have fun, to enjoy everything that you have created or grown or manifested, that has now come to fruition. And, it's the water energy of the Pisces is very spiritual, is very emotional, but in almost a religious type of emotion, right? And Virgo, again, is grounding, is hardworking, is outside of the box thinking, analytical, sometimes to a fault. And the shadow side of the Pisces moon is to sometimes just be a little bit too emotive, or a little bit too ardently religious, or a little too guarded, I guess, at times, because again, a water sign is ruled by emotions and can sometimes just be a little bit too emotional. So, but this full moon is going to bring an emotional release. Now, my moon sign is actually Pisces. And so this has been an emotional kind of week, ups and downs and all around. And with my husband's or sun sign in Virgo, it's been that way for both of us. But a lot of people are going to be feeling this energy positively. And that's really what I want you to take from this. Really the inclination, again, most of the aspects are going to be positive. There is a change that is happening, metamorphosis. And there's really not a whole lot of that, except for some oppositions with Venus and Neptune. And again, Neptune rules Pisces, Neptune, the god of the underworld, and Venus, rules, is partial ruler of Virgo. The other thing you might have been feeling, which is causing, again, communication breakdowns or delays, is that Mercury retrograde just went retrograde again. So, and this happens several times a year. We know when it happens, like, stuff is just not going to go the way that we plan. There's going to be a breakdown or misunderstanding of communication. Technology equipment sometimes is going to go on the fritz, and it stinks, but it's just something that, you know, as you come to expect it, you just learn to deal with it. You just got to really go with the flow. But yeah, I just wanted to share my exciting news. I am not a whole lot negative going on with this, unless you just get too emotional and let your thoughts get away from you, and you think on the negative side of things, which you really got to try to change that thinking, transform, you know, that thinking into a more positive direction. And so enjoy it. Enjoy this beautiful fall weekend. You know, another thing I do want to touch on briefly, because again, for transformation, refreshing change, as we all know, this week has been marked by a huge world event, and that is the passing of Queen Elizabeth II in England, and now the transfer of the crown to her son Charles. God save the king. Okay, not really, well, regardless of your feelings on that, it is definitely an ending of one era and a beginning of another. And so we're all feeling that. We're all, you know, have mixed our own feelings about it. But it's definitely a historical event that most of us here on this earth have never witnessed before. So it's pretty amazing. And what else? Oh, and of course, tomorrow is September 11th. And so that's also a time of remembrance, a time of, you know, taking a little pause, maybe a little bit of grief, but just again, taking it as a learning experience, and to remember, but don't get stuck, right? So again, mostly a positive weekend. Have fun, enjoy your weekend, early fall activities. Definitely diffuse my oil blend, which again will be available for sale in downtown Milford starting next week. And the blend is called Nervous Nelly. So in previous videos, years, I have shared the ingredients to my blend, and they're certainly still there for you to look back in previous videos and see. But I'm not going to do that anymore, because I want you to buy what I make. So anyway, blessed be, namaste, stay cool. Until next time, guys, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.